we're still learning, and some of us go there to taste some of this system to see how we'll be able to implement. Our politicians are every day moving in and out to tap from some of the ideas to see how they'll be able to implement some of them in our system. So hopefully we know one day we'll also get there.
Traveling experiences. You traveled before? Let's share.
Akwasi, bro. So this is my senior, my boss. You see me, I've chased him for like some months now. I say, oh, I busy, say, oh, so today he's here. And the one band, they're not there. So again, once again, welcome to the YouTube channel. The name of the channel is G Joy. This is where you get to share your work and then your travel experience. I have with me my senior. I'm going to make him introduce himself.
What makes me senior in this?
I mean, introduce your what do you give it?
My name is Ralph. I teach in Obriaba Secondary School.
Okay.
I teach physical education.
Physical education, so you just say the body or...
Yes.
So,
I think I turned a professional teacher somewhere 2008 where I graduated from Wesley College of Education.
Okay.
I specialize in mathematics and science.
Yeah.
Afterwards, I think I taught for like 1 year or 2. Then I was on leave to do further studies.
Okay.
Still within the sciences, but I opted to do something where I could transfer my ideas directly rather than learning abstract concepts.
Okay.
Like the physics, the chemistry, and the science. I didn't see the
practicalization,
the practicality of whatever I was learning in terms of concepts. So I branched to do something that is
actually see the
much more of purpose. Which converts whatever I was doing, like because I found out I was keenly interested in sports, and I wanted something. Yes, I could just transfer my ideas directly on the ground rather than learning abstract concepts.
Sure. All right, so thank you. Like I told you, see, it's a very important. Also, further studies. So he's not mean person, you understand? I just want to say that I'm happy you are here because I mean, you know, say me, I chase you chair.
Sure, it's a pleasure.
Yeah. So I just want us to go into the actual feeling why we are here. We want to talk about our work and then our travel experience. So I just wanted to start from the work aspect. Yeah. I've been working with you, okay? But I just want to know before we met, like which places have you worked before, so that give us some knowledge about your working experience that you've had.
Okay, so first, I'm a teacher. I've already hinted you on that.
Sure.
I started teaching even before I went to the training college in Kumasi.
Oh, okay.
I did some bits of teaching with some private schools around Abuna Konyako. I taught in Gloryland Preparatory School.
At Abuna?
Yes, Abuna Konyako. I taught them for like a year.
Okay.
I also taught in other schools like Bojase Catholic, where I had to step in for a teacher who was also on study leave. I also taught in Bojase SDA, where I had some students where I taught them privately mathematics and a bit of science. So, me delving into teaching, I think it's been with me, should I say, since day one until I made it official, and I had to go through the training college system where I graduated fully as a professional teacher in 2008.
All right, so it means that you've taught at Aguna and Bojase. Okay, so of the two places, what are some of the experiences that you came across, like the culture of the place or their lifestyle, maybe their festival, their food, and what did you learn from those places?
Well, I can say I'm a man that has traveled to a few places.
Yeah.
Apart from me teaching in this named communities, I think I've also lived in some places like Winneba and a few others.
Okay.
I've not seen much more of differences when it comes to the culture or the lifestyle of the people in terms of the classroom. Because in the classroom, everything sounds like it's almost the same. Because the differentials are not so evident. All students are behaving almost the same way. When you visit the classroom, their attitude in terms of comportment, I think it's dependent on who or the kind of teacher that you are. Because if you are the teacher that is so strict, then you have your students every day well composed in the classroom, and your classroom environment sounds to be very harmonious, or should I say conducive. That will elicit some form of learning. But if you are the teacher that is so flexible, then some students obviously will tend to show you some kind of nasty their lifestyles when you are in the classroom. But it's not so much of a difference. The only significant difference that I've tasted so far is that if you happen to teach in some villages, like my first place of course, like Akwasi GHS, which is closer to Bojuase, a nearby village. You'll be surprised when school is supposed to start like 7. You ride on your motorbike, you get to this same facility, and you'll be surprised you meet just few students who are like ready to taste lessons. Sometimes you as a teacher, you have to go further, visit them in their classroom, their homes, go as far as even using your pocket money to feed them, just as a way of motivating them to learn. That is the only difference. But these things are not evident when you go to town schools. But all in all, it's like all of them are the same.
I also heard that sometimes they don't come early because they go to farms to go and maybe farm a little for their parents before they move to their class. And sometimes I also heard that maybe on particular days they don't come at all. Like they say that it's a market day or it's a farming day, so we won't come. Have you experienced such a thing?
Yes, back in the schools where I taught, I think Bojuase and its environs around Kaswa, they have their market days on Tuesdays and Fridays, and it's very pertinent, highly characteristic of students that usually on the Tuesdays and Fridays you go there, and those who are, these are deprived communities, so you go there and they do not have choice when it comes to when in time they are supposed to come to school, because who are you to say that your parents are sending you to the farm to go and make something out of the farm or the farm produce when you sell them out, and you decide to say you want to sit in the classroom. After all, the monies that your parents make out of the farm is what is actually diverted into sponsoring your education or feeding you one way or the other, the entire family. So these students are stuck in between the middle of these schools as to deciding to go for their education or rather than serving their parents. This is what actually happens.
Anyway, as a teacher, I mean, we are here by a poolside, I want to ask, what do you normally do in your free time? Because I know you're a sportsman, so as we are here by them, you see some of them are cooling off in the pool. So what do you do? What do you do in your free time?
I, for one, I don't do pools. I'm into swimming though, but I don't do pools. I'm a typical native from Winneba. I was born and bred there. I think I've tasted the sea on several occasions. On so many occasions. So I'm not so fascinated when I see pools. Even if I consider the depth I'm swimming in the sea. Sometimes I consider the salinity of the sea, and I'm a science-inclined person, and sometimes I consider the infections that can be contracted while you swim. This fresh water. I would rather prefer swimming in the sea, where I'm in a way protected from some of these infections because of the natural state of the sea, rather than coming to swim in the. So for one, I don't like pools. On special occasions, if I'm motivated as to the euphoria that surrounds us because we meet as friends and we are around these schools, and I'm forced to jump into it, but it's not something that I will actually like.
I also know you like football a lot. So do you, in your free times, do you play football?
How did you know?
But I've seen you play.
Oh, okay.
I've seen you play. So do you play football? Like, is it a regular thing?
Yes. I think the motivation into me going into physical education is because of my love and passion for football. I think I've played for some teams at the local level, not so so conspicuous that they can be seen, but I think at my own level, I've impacted within the community where I hail from. People know me by my name because Akwasi is not just a name; it's a symbol when you meet the community people. Because I'm every day doing something that borders on football. I play football, I run during my heydays in school, and it's made me who I am today. I think my whole life is spread around sport. If not running, I'm doing something physical activity or unmotorized activity in one way or the other.
Right. Now I just want us to move on to the travel aspect of your life. I know when you come to traveling, we have several ways of traveling. You can travel by walking. You can move from one place to another by walking, by running, I mean with your feet. Or sometimes you can sit in a vehicle, or you'll be on a ship, or you'll be on a plane, or which other one? On a train too. So of all this, let's focus on the four. The vehicle one, the one that has to do with the train and the plane and that of the ship. Which of them have you experienced and how was it?
I'm used to walking by foot as means of commuting from maybe my house to the school.
Workplace,
I've also tried it on few occasions because sometimes I want to get to my training pitch or the training facility, usually on bike. There was a time where I also went to school on motorbikes. There have been in Ghana, I think the common means of transport is to use the vehicles or bus transport or anything else. And I've also commuted using those means. My recent one was me flying using the plane to Germany. I think that was just last month. We are on an exchange program, which is Tri-Continental Teacher Training Program. It's an exchange program between three partnering universities. That is University of Education Winneba, my mother university, University of Hamburg, which is UHAHA, and University of North Carolina, UNC, USA. I think the participants had to meet there for a study camp. Before that, the other fellows from these two universities abroad also visited Ghana. We hosted them in Ghana, and as part of the program, we also had to go back to Hamburg and to meet them there. So all in all, I think I've tasted all these things that you have mentioned. I can only, if I mean to draw out a clear-cut distinction, I can only talk about the speed and the security. I happen to taste the tram, which is the trains in Hamburg, where you have to move from one place to the other in terms of my school of internship. Where I did internship in Gymnasium Bombrock in Hamburg. I think it is fast to commute on trains. Yes, in Hamburg, because their entire network is facilitated using the tram system. You just need the HVV app to be able to move from one place to the other. You just put in your location and where you want to get to, and you know where to join the next train and you move as fast as possible.
How was the plane experience? Was it, I don't know, was it like business class, first business class? Like, I know that there's like economy, there's business class, and there's first class. So which one did you?
Actually, it was a school paid trip. We were on economy. But anyway, the laxity is still there. It's one man, one seat. You sit on the plane. You enjoy everything just like the business class should do. Not so much of a conspicuous difference. I think the long and short of it is how fast you get to your destination and the number of stoppages you enjoy when you're on the train. But not
so with their roads, if you compare their roads to the Ghanaian roads, what difference can you make?
You mean roads in Hamburg or abroad as compared to our networks?
Since you went to Hamburg, roads in Hamburg, Germany, and then
they are not comparable because these countries are advanced. You cannot compare their systems to what we are enjoying here in Ghana. If I want to do some kind of hierarchy, I'll put them on level like level 10, and I'll put Ghana on level 1 because their system is far way advanced than what we are enjoying here. But I think we still have every cause to be hopeful because one of these days we also get there. We're still learning, and some of us go there to test some of this system to see how we'll be able to implement. Our politicians are every day moving in and out to tap from some of the ideas to see how they'll be able to implement some of them in our system. So hopefully we know one day we'll also get there. But it's much more of time to see whether one day we'll get there.
Alright, thank you. Well, I would like to end here.
Sure.
Yeah, so please, again, thank you for joining us today. It's been an informative session. I've been here with my big boss, my brother. He's been everywhere else. When I say globetrotting, this is an actual example of globetrotter. He's been in Ghana and he's been abroad too. So you see that he's giving us some tips that we didn't know. Okay, so thank you for all this. So once again, I'll ask you to like, subscribe, and then to share your comments in the comment section below. And forget not to share, spread this across so that your friend or your brother somewhere can benefit from the life and the work and the travel experiences that we share on this platform. Thank you. I'm yearning to see you on this platform next time. Alright, thank you.
Traveling experiences. You traveled before? Let's